I've been trying to get this video. I was trying to make it for TikTok, but there's just no way to make it where it's not super long. All right, this is an informational video. You see, I'm at home, and this one is. I want to talk about Ozempic. Ozempic is an FDA-approved medication to treat type 2 diabetes, and we are talking to people and meeting lots of people that are taking Ozempic for weight loss. And this is absolutely insane because it says on the Ozempic website, and I'll show you, Ozempic's not for weight loss. But people are being prescribed it that aren't diabetic. And I'm finding this very alarming for a lot of reasons. First of all, you know what? Taking medications for something that you don't have is perilous anyways, especially one that, from what I understand, Ozempic makes your pancreas hyperactive and has it produce more insulin. Well, if you're not diabetic, you're not insulin resistant, type 1 diabetic, where you don't make any insulin, and all of a sudden you're making way more insulin than you need, it could hurt you. And then, this weird trend, I don't understand. There's no fix-all. This kind of protects. There's no magic pill to make you whatever you're trying to be. You can't just take a shot and then all of a sudden you're a supermodel. If that was true, we would all be supermodels. But here's what I found on the internet. So here I'm on the Ozempic website, and you can see, this seems to work very well for some people. I've got quite a few of my elderly clients that are on it, but Ozempic is proven to lower your A1C. Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, death in adults with known heart disease. But then here, the last one, Ozempic may help you lose weight. That's fantastic. All right, but Ozempic is not for weight loss. And we're seeing people that are taking this that aren't diabetic, especially for weight loss. This is what their doctor told them. Nothing about diabetes. Oh, here, I'm going to give you this sample, or I'm going to prescribe this to you. It's very expensive. But here, take this, and this will help you lose weight. And then you've got, when you go over to the Google, it says right here, while Ozempic is not currently FDA approved to use for weight loss drug, many studies have investigated that it does work. And so you have people that are taking that. And then when you go up here, I found this. I think I spelt it wrong. Yes, I did. And so you've got the Ozempic trends on TikTok as a weight loss. You have all these people. I don't know. They talk about, all these celebrities that are doing it. But it's absolutely crazy how people are getting this. And then, like here, what to know about Ozempic, TikTok's favorite weight loss drug. How are people getting this? Ozempic, shortage of diabetes medication Ozempic after TikTok users. Who's prescribing this medication to people who are not diabetic so that they can lose weight? That's what I want to know. So you see, there's some craziness going on out there. And of course, that's just my opinion. These are all my opinions on how things work. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess if you're desperate, you'll do anything. And then that's my main concern. But out of all the side effects, they talk about, people who take Ozempic that aren't diabetic, the side effects that could potentially happen, the inflammation of the pancreas, which is bad. You need your pancreas. You need it to function. The one thing said that taking Ozempic when you're not diabetic could cause you to be insulin resistant because all of a sudden your body's pumping out all this insulin that you don't need. That's scary because Ozempic could potentially make you diabetic. And so with type 2 diabetes, I think that's exactly how it happens. The overeating of sugars and carbohydrates and things like that cause your body to produce more insulin than it normally would take, which makes you resistant to it. And so, but I'm not a doctor. That's just what I find on Google. But the main side effect that I'm worried about as a insurance and financial professional, someone who helps people do planning for contingency events, is not so much the medical side effects of Ozempic. It is the real world side effects that once you, whether you're diabetic or not, are prescribed this medication because it is FDA approved for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, when we go to look at insuring you and doing all these other products, you are going to show up as a type 2 diabetic, which means that you're going to have higher premiums if you're able to get insured, because we have private insurance. This is the one that I'm on that specifically excludes people on type 2 diabetes that are on medications like Ozempic. You can't get it. You are obligated to the marketplace insurances, all right, in the life insurance arena. For some of the fantastic products that we use or recommend for different scenarios and situations, you will be rated up if we're able to insure you at all. You may be stuck in a super high premium, internet-based term life policy with so many exclusions that there's no way it'll ever pay off. You almost have to be kidnapped by aliens, returned, then hit by a plane while being struck by lightning for the insurance policy to pay off. And this could potentially cause a huge problem because they're getting more and more strict with like credit life policies. You go buy a car, you get credit life. If something happens, all of a sudden, oh, you're a diabetic, rates go up, if they'll even insure you. Mortgages, things like that. If you're a small business owner, like me, then you end up having a problem getting life insurance to cover you if something happens to you for the business. So that is what we worry about. People being prescribed this medication that aren't diabetic, that will forever now, when we run their records, show up as a diabetic. And then one scenario that we're having to go through is I sent someone off to get a letter from their doctor stating that they were prescribed this medication and that they're not diabetic. And I'm like, you need to go to your doctor. You need to get them to you need to write up a letter stating that you were prescribed this for weight loss, that you are not diabetic. You need to go get tested. Bring me the lab results showing that your A1C is perfect. And it's not going to happen. Their doctor is not going to sign an affidavit stating that they prescribe a medication for something that's not approved for. It's not. So that's what we're concerned about, is these medications being used for something they're not intended to, and then hurting our potential clients for the future when we're trying to insure them in any form or fashion.